Hello and welcome to today's video. As you can see from the light blue aura that's shining around me, we have killed tier 2 Rathma. Well, not only once, but we actually taken her down a few times. I just wanted to make sure that this build is consistent, and turns out that it is. Not only did we kill tier 2 Rathma, we actually also killed tier 2 Lucion. Declone will wait for day number 6, mostly because we didn't have all the gear we needed. We had it in the GSF, I just had to take it from a different player and we were waiting for them to connect, so I simply am delaying this for day number 6, and this way we have something to do tomorrow. Meanwhile, on day number 5, we've taken down tier 2 Rathma, which is technically supposed to be the hardest fight, so I'm pretty happy with our accomplishment in the GSF. These were kind of my goals for the GSF, so after this is done, now I'm just going to focus on completing the bingo card and getting more names on the board. I am going to show the 2 kills today and talk a little bit about my thoughts on ZerkBarb and how strong it is, how easy it is to gear, etc. But I'll make a full guide for Berserk that includes mapping, Ubers, Uber Ancients, Declone, Rathma, Lucion, budget, whatever, gear, and all the things that you need to know. I'll make this later this week. Hopefully I can make it this weekend. Pray. So yeah, look forward to that if you are interested in replicating this build and becoming a boss or ZerkBarb in season 12 whenever it comes out, or maybe still in season 11, who knows. But with that said, let's hop into the first video, and that is the GSF tier 2 Rathma clear that we did on our ZerkBarb. And I'm showing a little bit of the skills, and I decided I'll just hop in. And as you can see, you buff yourself here at the start, and you can cut through everything on the way. Something that is kind of important is that you do want to make sure you have your Frenzy all charged up before you go into the portal. Frenzy does go over with you through area changes, unlike other buffs, unlike most buffs at least. So as you can see, I keep the Frenzy, this way you don't have to charge it in the fight. It saves some time, it saves some juves, just make sure you have it on. As you can see, I make sure to set up my bow first, then I swap to my other weapon set, to my like 2 side. And I do Fire Enchant, and I use a Venom Rune Ward in order to cast Grim Ward over here in the middle. Grim Ward is super useful, and getting used to casting it is actually a super important part of Barb bossing, in my opinion. So I really think that's important for people to pay attention to. If you don't know how to make a Venom Rune Ward, it's basically like the only rune that's like has any value there is like a Mal rune. It's pretty cheap, it's really worth it. You obviously don't need a CTA on swap because you're a Barb, so that's what I choose to have on my swap. As you can see, the ZerkBarb, with my weapons, they're obviously not Biz, they're not ethereal, so the damage is way lower than it could be, and still we're managing to clear the waves pretty easily. Refresh the Grim Ward there. Try to cast it in the middle, so no matter which golem you go to, it will still affect you. But as you can see, never in any real danger. It feels pretty easy to go around. I'm like face tanking a little bit just because I'm impatient and I played Mulber for too long. But yeah, you can see you can aggro things away. The cold waves don't affect you as much as it does the Mulber, which is pretty nice. I'm speaking from like the perspective of somebody who bossed on Mulder for too long. As you can see, your damage is high enough that Mendon doesn't even get to do their Poison Nova. We're doing pretty much okay with non-ethereal, like average weapons over here. They did get to do the Poison Nova, I guess. But on my other runs, they didn't do like a single one. So that is of course the first run though. So yeah, we're just focusing here. And as long as you keep up your Frenzy and you keep up your Grim Ward, which I'm not doing right now because it's like the first time I tried doing tier 2. We didn't have any practice or anything. So as long as you do these things, you should be okay. As you can see, you only used 11 potions, 1 antidote. Not too crazy, not too difficult. And that was like a big sigh of relief. Like 11 potions is really okay for phase 1, so I was pretty happy about that. After that, we go into the second fight. Again, Frenzy charged up. You want to make sure that you have it on. Swap, enchant. Fire enchant gives you a lot of attack rating. Really really recommended. I decided to throw the cube because I don't know how hard this phase 2 is going to be on Zerk. I wasn't sure what to expect, so I was like, okay, I'll throw the cube just because it makes it easier to pick up potions. As you can see, we get rid of the Conjured Soul. I'm taking things pretty easily. Berserk has a relatively long animation. It's like you have to make sure that you give yourself enough time to dodge the bone spears. So make sure that you're not overcommitting to any attacks unless you really are getting a kill and it's safe. As you can see, I'm like make sure my potions are filled, filling the Conjured Soul. I don't mind taking like a little bit longer using a few more potions just because like the first time you don't want to overcomplicate things on the first time. As you can see, everything dies pretty quickly. Killing the Void Knights is pretty easy on the ZerkBarb. Since like you don't get put into FHR frames like too often, you're not really locked out whenever you're going to attack them. And if you ever see a clump of Void Knights like this, always target them. Your splash damage is great, and as you can see, we clear like half of them or 3 of them in like one swoop. Also make sure, as always, to prioritize the Purple Knight on ZerkBarb even more so than other characters, since you are lowering your physical damage reduction when you're using Berserk. The Physical Knight, the Purple Knight, will do more damage to you. And he already hits like a truck, so yeah, it's just something to keep in mind. Purple Knight above all, but if you see a good clump, you can always target it, even if the Purple Knight is not there. And over here, we should get our last summon, and I spot where the Purple Knight is at. I try to group them up, and we go ahead and smack them. Free down, free to go. We get Decrepified. Decrepify actually doesn't hurt us too much. We put a little bit more IAS on ourselves to make sure that Decrepify doesn't hurt us too much. And I'll show the gear in the end. I socketed like the weapons on day 5. My Doombringer and Grandfathers. And I'll explain like what exactly I socketed them with, just so people can kind of like replicate this if they want to in the future. This is not necessarily the best way to do it. It's what I decided to do for myself, considering the GSF limitations as well. So just remember, this is a very limited kind of budget or like limited, you know, means approach. Last fight, we make sure all of our juves are full. We have our frenzy stacked up, and we hop into the fight. Bow, throw the cube, swap, use fire enchant, use venom, use everything, put a few corpses with desecrate in the middle, and put down a ward. I'm focusing Mendeln. I think it's easier to focus Mendeln in this situation to make sure you can always be inside the Sludge Nova. And I go ahead and I do more damage than I planned to do. I didn't think I would double phase there. But the damage really is great on this build. It's really high, even though my weapons are like, they're far from, you know, maximized. They're not even close. We do really high damage. So we go ahead and make sure to destroy all sources of damage. You don't want to have like a Conjured Soul there hanging above you. I almost died there because I accidentally put my antidote into my belt and it freaked me out. So a little bit of a, you know, slip up moment for us, but still we collect ourselves, get it together. We make sure to not double phase this time, and we go ahead and kill the Conjured Soul in the middle before we resume to summoning the Void Knights. And as they come out, I see a clump. There is a Purple Knight there. Go ahead and target it. I already locked into this one, so I try to kill it without like getting hit by the Purple Knight anywhere else. And we go back to the purple. A little bit of a messy phase 2. But again, you can't let things like be too distracting for you. Just gotta keep killing them. And after this phase 2, you want to make sure you do a couple hits to see that like Mendeln is going to the middle, starting their Nova phase. and use your antidote. Every time they do a Poison Nova, use 1 antidote. You need a total of 4. You don't need more. You definitely don't want to have less, just in case. Stay safe, fill your cube, and now you're ready to summon the last phase of Void Knights. As you can see, we spawn very close to the Purple Knight. We kill him immediately, then we go back to the clump. We kill all 3 of them. We have 2 more to go. Should be fine. Trying to play it relatively safe. No, I'm not trying to overchase or anything. And we killed all of them. We make sure to put down another Grimward. And we start with taking care of Mendel. I'm face tanking a little bit just because I want to get rid of them without them doing their Poison Nova. And now it's basically a game of dodge the spears and hit Rathma. And they're down. And that was our tier 2 kill. The 20th Barbarian. Again, this is a build that in my opinion is super friendly to beginner bossers. It is very, very strong. It's very cheap to set up. And very, very capable too. So now I'll show the gear. I recorded it with the sound of me explaining it, but I'll, pause and kind of show the gear as we go. We have a Doombringer. I put 4 EDIS jewels in it. This way you can run the build with the maximum breakpoint. That's 9 FPA breakpoint. You can see it if you press 8. Right, like, let me show the game real quick. If you press 8, you'll see this, and you'll see you have like 13, 12, 11, 10, 9. This breakpoint when your frenzy is fully charged. This will be like the maximum breakpoint. I can't explain all the math behind it, but that is how it is. So let me go back to the video. I put 4 EDIS jewels. As you can see, it's a pretty average one. The maximum ED you can have here is, if I'm not wrong, what is it? 440. So we're missing 36 ED, and it's not even ethereal. This is self-repair weapon. Obviously the slam is like magic fine, and we just have 4 sockets. If you have the best slam as well, EDIS, then you can get it all the way up to 580 ED. So we're missing 176 ED. We're not even ethereal, and still we had an easy time, full belt finish for the tier 2 Rathma. So as you can see, very, very strong setup. It gives you max life too. This one is just 11, so you could have a lot more health as well. So that's our first weapon, the Doombringer. That's our source of IAS, our main source of IAS at least. After that, we have the Grandfathers, and this you can socket normally with 6 ohms. If you want to, I put 2 minus requirement jewels, so I can have more vitality overall. I recommend it, generally speaking. 2 minus requirement jewels means that you put it on and you basically are where the Doombringer should be in terms of stats. Like dexterity wise and strength wise. So in my opinion, this is like a pretty good setup. Like 2 minus requirement jewels, 4 ohms is fine. I didn't have 4 ohms, I used 2 ohms and 2 ED min max jewels. You can see 7 to 15 damage there. So that's kind of what we decided to do with this one. We have a G-Bane. The G-Bane has 2 Jaw runes. I wish I could have put 3 in, but we needed 10 more fire res, so I put like an ED maximum damage and 10 fire res jewel. It just fixes our res, honestly, so that's kind of what I went with, and it worked out great. Andariel's Visage, free socket, has 2 ohms and a Vex in it. It fixes my maximum resistances. We have a total of 88 fire, 87 cold, and 90 poison. Having 90 in all is obviously best, but this is way more than enough. We could have done it probably with less. The fight was very comfortable. I didn't feel like I was a danger at any point in time, but if you can get more, you know. This is obviously a very limited kind of setup. We have our belt. This is a 2 max belt with PLR, a little bit of res. Usually flat life on these would be awesome. Faster hit recovery is great. This one is PDR, which is not bad against the Purple Knights. And yeah, this is a pretty average one in my opinion. Could get a lot better ones for sure. Ghoul Hides, their slime move enhanced damage. They give us extra IAS. They make it so that when we're decrepit, we're not losing as much breakpoints as other people would. In addition, they give us a lot of damage to undead, which helps us kill the Void Knights a lot faster. I know a lot of people like using these in Declone as well. Personally, I didn't love them in Declone, but I love them in Rathma, and Rathma they felt really, really great. We have this physical ring. It's not a PLR ring, just like an insane res ring that we got in a Warlord map. This is what, total 72 resistances, a ton of fire res, which we really needed. The leech doesn't really matter. We don't really need the leech, but I mean, that doesn't really hurt us as well. Flat AR and 14 max damage. Really great ring. Really love this one. Second ring is a PLR ring. A lot of res, 57 total res. A little bit of minimum damage, a little bit of AR, and the most important thing, the poison link reduction, which was really important for us. Water walks with max poison. Charms, we have one resist fire, 38 life charm. This is like what we needed to fix our resistances. The rest, combat skiller and a bunch of max lifers. Personally, I like the combat skillers more. But you will need some mix of max damage AR lifers, mostly because you need more attack rating, like flat attack rating, to work with. The small charms, some of them are lifers with attack rating, some are lifers with res, some are lifers with max damage and attack rating. 2 Scale Annie and a Barb Torch, 5919. We got lucky on day number 3, I think, and found it. And that was our kill for tier 2 Rathma. Really awesome stuff. Thank you to all of the group, of course, for helping making this happen. We didn't do this by ourselves. We didn't like just wake up with all this gear. Everybody helped us together to gear for it. Now I'll cover the Lucion kill. It was a lot easier, obviously, than the Rathma. We just did Rathma first because we were waiting on getting like the right armor. And let me pull this up. So this is the Lucion kill. Of course, we're charging our Frenzy always in advance, so you don't have to charge it in the fight. Frenzy comes over with you. If you're a bar player, make sure to learn this cheat code. Enchant Fire, summon the spirit, put a Grim Ward in the middle using the Venom Rune Word and Desecrate, and start smacking away at Lucion. As you can see, he falls down pretty fast. I'm very used to doing this fight. Like I've done it so many times on Mulberry, and it's pretty similar. It's not that different. Obviously, my damage here is a lot lower because, you know, just GSF stuff. You can use your battle cry to lower the fizz res on these portals, so definitely make sure you do that. I don't know the stats on the portals, but it seemed to make them die faster, so I support you guys doing that. That's my official support. Yeah, and as you can see, we got like pretty annoying portal phases. Like we didn't get a lot of like one portal phase and like one portal and phase back, but you know, it is what it is. First Lucion for the GSF, and we were really hoping to take our High Lords and get CBF or max 2 resistances on it, so we can use it for declone. That was kind of like a missing piece there for us. So hopefully this will be what we need. As you can see, we're dealing with the monsters pretty well. The splash damage is great. You can use the corpses from the bigger summons from the portals for Grimward right now. We still have a Grimward up, but we should put a new one. Yeah, there we go. We refill our belt. As you can see, you're simply running around. You keep your frenzy up, you keep your Grimward up. There's not a lot to worry about. You make sure you kill stuff. You don't let stuff like roam around and annoy you. Yeah, we're doing it pretty slowly. Like, we could do it a lot faster. But obviously, it's first time. I'm kind of like a little worried. I don't want to disappoint the team and die with like materials they were farming. Even though I think the first insignia I farmed. But you know how it is. Put a few more potions to make sure we'll be good to go. And there's only a little bit more health yet left. I hope I'm not letting him do another portal phase with this much health. Nah, we take him down, and we're the 102nd Barb to do this. A lot more Barbs did Lucion than Rathma Declone, and I think a lot of Barbs definitely could have. So hopefully after our guide, a lot more Barbs try it, either this season or in the next. And yeah, I'm kind of going over the gear. It's the same weapons. This is a crafted armor. from Theris. 150 ED, 24 PDR. Had 2 sockets, that's good enough for us. 1 jaw, 1 low rune. We needed the low rune for the maximum lightning res. A little bit of attack rating, you know, nothing crazy, but just what we needed to complete this. We need a lot more. Frio's Halberds, pretty simple jewels in it. 115 plane resistance jewel, could be like an rune. 2 ED jewels, 1 with minus requirement, just so we can wear it without investing extra strength. And we got Drainers with 7 ult res. PDR Dungos, PDR T-God, sorry, non-Dungos. Gives us 8 max lightning, 4 PDR, definitely useful in this fight. We got this max lightning water walks together with the low rune, that's a total of 15 max lightning. BK Ring gives us 8 PDR and a bit of lightning res, a little bit of damage, a little bit of cold res. Wisp Projector gives us lightning absorb. I definitely should slam this, I know. I didn't want to ruin the, you know, the first couple Lucions. But yeah, 6 absorb gives us the Heart of Wolverine and the High Lords with just cold res slam. So really like a plain High Lords effectively. You need the High Lords to hit the maximum BP. But as you can see, I don't need the Ghoul Hides. I just run out with this Venom Rune Word to cast Desecrate and Havoc Rune Ward up. And Demon Limb for Fire Enchant. For the skills, Max Taunt, this is the same setup I used for Rathma as well. Max Taunt, Max Gen Mastery, Maxed Combat Reflexes. I put 2 points in Iron Skin just to get like 1 more PDR. And we maxed Berserk obviously. And we dumped the rest into Frenzy. Strength and Dexterity to wear the gear, and the rest in Vitality. And now for the Desecration of our High Lords. Hoping for CBF for Max 2, has the same graphic. And finally, we managed to get our CBF. Some may say that we're cheating, some may say we're extremely lucky. I'll let you decide which one I am. And yeah, that was truly huge. So yeah, that was our day 5. Very, very fun day 5. I really enjoyed it. Thank you for everyone for supporting us so far. And on day number 6, we are going to take Declone down, I promise. And I'll let you in on how we do there as well. Till then, thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you on the next stream or in the next video. And have a good whatever you're having. Bye bye bye.